The aliens called it a mercy, but we called it surrender. And that's something humanity has never done. Not then, not now, not ever. They came in silence. Not with guns blazing, but with a message. You've lost. Accept our rule, and your people will live. The Galactic Dominion didn't understand us. They saw a broken Earth, scarred by wars, battered by climate collapse, our cities in ruins. They saw weakness, but they didn't see Sergeant Elias Ward, a man who'd buried his squad, lost his family, and walked across half a continent to keep a dying signal beacon alive. He had no medals, no rank left to give. Just one final mission: hold the relay station in the Colorado wastelands long enough for the last survivors to get off-world. The Dominion offered him peace, a painless disintegration. No pain, no more struggle. He spat blood on their officers' boots and said, "We don't kneel." He was the last soldier in that sector, the last human defender. No backup, no drones, just a rusted-out railgun, 2 clips of plasma ammo, and a radio broadcasting his voice. To anyone still listening, we are not done yet. They came at dawn. Hover tanks hummed low over the cracked desert floor. Swarms of drone fighters blackened the sky. Elias didn't flinch. He stood tall, scars glowing under his torn armor. Not for glory, not for revenge, but because someone had to stand. He fired first. He took out 3 skimmers with a single shot. The railgun overloaded on the 5th. He switched to hand-thrown charges, old school, homemade, unstable. His body burned, his lungs screamed, but he kept moving, kept fighting. Because every second he bought meant one more escape shuttle launched, one more child off-world, one more ember of humanity preserved. He lasted 12 minutes. They found his body surrounded by wreckage, 2 Dominion tanks melted from within, a swarm of drones grounded and cracked open like eggshells. Elias had no pulse, but his hands still gripped a detonator, wires leading to a buried fusion charge that could have taken the whole station with him if he'd wanted to. But he didn't detonate, because in his last breath the signal beacon flashed green. Shuttles launched. Humanity survives. That day, the Dominion didn't just lose a battle, they saw something terrifying. A species that fights not because it hopes to win, but because giving up is not in its DNA. And somewhere out there, on a distant colony world, a child listens to the story of Sergeant Elias Ward. He won't remember the weapons. He won't remember the numbers. But he will remember this: we don't kneel. Because that's what it means to be human. For those who fight, not because they hate what's in front of them, but because they love what's behind them.